subsystem, and I want to go through quickly a subsystem. What is subsystem about? How to create it and use it? Because I think this, based on our users' feedback, this is quite useful. People use a lot. So I can go back to the typical PWR. And in that case, I'll just bring the project file now. What I did was I just opened the project file. Now you see the example, right? The project file has been set up already. And you see there's all kind of different colors. We talk about there are 3 systems, but we subdivided the system, primary system. You have the reason there's colors, I think because we're building this subsystem. Now I'm taking out the system view out. Before, without subsystem, there's no bottom part of these tabs, okay? And you can only see the statistics view on the top. But once you create the subsystem, you see there is a subsystem panel. It's actually all the tabs, and each one of them defines different subsystem. Like, for example, with the pressurizer, and then you can see it's blue, right? And then you click on pressurizer, it tells you the name of subsystem and what type is. It's hydraulic subsystem. It could be a control. Okay. Once you switch to control view here, it shows you the control subsystem. Okay. Go to the hydraulic view, and then the rest of them, you change the color. You can change the color. It tells you lists you the number of components in that subsystem. The way to build a subsystem is basically, it's quite easy. All you need to do is just circle, it's just grouping the things you want. Now all these, for example, I want core. It's already had subsystem for core, but I'm just demonstrating how to save a subsystem. And when I multi-select a bunch of component, I right-click it, and there's add to, right? You can add new component to existing subsystem, or you can just click create subsystem. Once you click create subsystem, you can give the name, give the description, choose the color, and then you can drop document. This is used by some people use they want to store the design documents. They want to, for example, there's pressurizers, there are related engineer drawings or other Excel stuff. You can just for example, you can find those files and just drag and drop it right here. Okay, and it's kind of save the informations for you. Okay, and after that you can click OK, and you create the core subsystem like this. To move a subsystem, use that drop-down menu again, but you don't choose all system. Now you choose a subsystem. Once you choose subsystem, you can just move that subsystem. Okay, so I have this core subsystem or the pressurizer subsystem. Let me just save that. Right click on the tab pressurizer and subsystem tab, and then you click save subsystem. You can actually create a text file. Okay. Once you create text file, let's just discard this one, the changes. I can create, see what I did, I was closing that project, and I go to the new project, and then I try to building an input deck from scratch. But now, if you want to have a similar pressurizer, you can go to Tools, Subsystem, and load the subsystem, and just pick up that text file you just saved. Double click it, and then you can pick wherever you want it and just click it. It's inserted in the hydraulic view, and you can use zoom to feed to bring it in the center. So this is a quick way to reuse your normalization. Okay, so you can group things together, and and you probably have to change it for based on different project input model, but it still give you a basic group of things, subsystem that you can start with. You don't have to every time rebuild things. Okay, so that's a subsystem. It's not just for display, easy to look, play with. You can move, right? But it's also for reuse the similar components. And then if you go back to that text file, I save it right here. You can double click it. It's actually text file. It's it's well, I wouldn't say it's very similar to input deck, but it's actually the same. It's exactly same input deck formatting, but only the second part. The first part is the information about the subsystem, including the shape information, like the locations and size. But the second part of that subsystem text file is actually the input deck. If the reason I bring this up is you can actually modify it right here. Maybe you change the component number or the shape or the flow area or anything. It's just like a regular text edit input that. After you change it, you load it, and then it's directly your modification will embed it in your subsystem. Okay, so that's the editing part. Well, I mean, we just a kind of a demo how you can build it, input that with RHYS, right? And then let's continue with that.